Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Gorlock and I'm part of Mediocre Gamers Anonymous, and this is our Hidden Gems series. We're going to take a look at, I'm sure you've guessed by now, Super Meat Boy. Super Meat Boy is a 2D puzzle scroller in the similar vein to, your Super Mario Brothers or games kind of like that. Evil guy comes in, takes your girl, you gotta get her back. I mean, what are you gonna live without her? That's bullshit. So, you're basically going to go through these different maps with increasing difficulty trying to get your girl back. And of course, every time you get to her, your princess is in another castle, bro. I'm going to take us through the first 20 levels, as you'll see, and I'm going to get us to the first boss fight, just to kind of give you a general overlay of the game. I would recommend using a controller with this game. I mean, you can use keyboard and mouse, but it's just a lot easier using the controller. Basic kind of stuff, A to jump, X to run fast, hold X with an A to jump, and you'll go a little farther. Basically just avoid the traps, get your girl, move on to the next one. The other thing that's kind of cool is as you go through the levels, you'll notice some levels have bandages. If you collect enough bandages, you can unlock other characters. Super Meat Boy is pretty skilled here, but you have other characters that are going to have specific extra kind of skills as you go through the game. They can come in really, really handy in the later levels. Currently with the summer sale, this game is down to $2.84, down from $14.99 usually. Definitely good value for what you're getting with the game. There's a lot of levels, a lot of frustration for sure. You're going to end up redoing some levels just to make sure you get the band-aids and get your A pluses and stuff like that. This game's going to be based on skill and based on time, so the faster you go, the better your score is going to be. You don't have to get your A pluses in order to, move on to the next level, but I tend to be a perfectionist in games. I want to get 100% complete, so I tend to bang my head against the wall a little bit. I know there's other guys out there that do the same, so I definitely sympathize. This is one you're going to be kind of going after for a while. It's definitely a challenge. I tend to skip them, but after every time you successfully complete a level, you will get to see your replays. It'll show every single attempt that you had at once. Just to kind of get an idea of what maybe your best strategy is if you want to go back and try for a new low time, or if you're trying to get all the items in the level, if you missed the bandage, whatever it is. You can get a good idea of what was successful and what wasn't just by watching your replays. What's great about this particular 2D scroller is that you don't have to worry about, your lives running out or whatever. It allows you to keep going and going and going, which might make you seem to think it's a little easy, but even once you get past the 6 basic chapters, you open up a whole nother can of worms. Once you get into World 7 and the Dark World and stuff after the, basic campaign, you are in for an absolute challenge. The first basic couple of levels are meant to kind of ease you into the game, kind of get you into the story a little bit, but the real game begins after the credits roll, man. This is where the real difficulty heats up. That also goes to speak to the amount of content that's in this game. For $5, you're going to end up with days upon days of extremely challenging puzzle playtime. So if you're really into puzzle games, you're into 2D scrollers, this is a super hidden gem for anyone that's into that kind of genre or kind of sees this video and decides maybe they want to give it a chance. For the price it's at, I guarantee you will get way more than your money's worth out of this one. And as you can see with the boss fight, this dude's chasing me down. Gotta keep moving, keep going fast, watch out for the obstacles. It's definitely not a huge challenge since it's only the first boss fight, but it's still challenging enough to really be fun. And anyway, I hope you enjoy the game. As always, thank you everyone so much for watching my videos. Appreciate you taking time out of your day to spend a little bit of it with me. As always, be good to each other, and let's game.